The moment Jordan's lips crashed against mine in front of the landlord, I knew our fake relationship had just veered into dangerous territory. It was supposed to be a simple peck, a performance to seal the deal on that rent discount. But the way his hand lingered on my neck, fingers trembling just enough to betray him, sent a jolt through me that no script could explain. And as Mrs. Hargrove nodded approvingly from her creaky armchair, oblivious to the storm brewing between us, I pulled back and forced a smile, wondering if I'd just handed my heart to a straight guy who might never want it. That afternoon in our cramped Brooklyn walk-up, the air smelled of fresh paint and takeout lo mein we'd scarfed down to celebrate. Jordan flopped onto the sagging couch, his sneakers thudding against the coffee table cluttered with my sketch pads and his empty beer cans. "Dude, we nailed it," he said, grinning that lopsided smile that made his blue eyes crinkle at the corners. $200 off the rent every month? You're a genius, Alex. I leaned against the kitchenette counter, arms crossed to hide how my pulse still raced from that kiss. At 24, I'd moved to New York from a sleepy Ohio town, chasing dreams of graphic design gigs and late-night gallery openings. But reality had hit like a subway delay. Soul-crushing temp jobs and rent that devoured my paycheck. Jordan, a 25-year-old physical therapist fresh from a stint in the Marines, had answered my Craigslist ad last month. He was the picture of straight guy reliability, tall, broad-shouldered, with a fade haircut and a tattoo of his mom's initials on his forearm. We'd bonded over shared gripes about the city's grind, splitting chores like pros. But when Mrs. Hargrove, our landlady with her pearl-clutching ways, let slip about a couple's discount for committed pairs in her building, code for anyone who looked settled enough not to trash the place, we'd hatched the plan over cheap whiskey. Fake date for the savings. Keep it platonic. Easy. Yeah, genius, I echoed, forcing a laugh as I grabbed 2 sodas from the mini fridge. Just don't go method acting too hard next time. That was intense. I tossed him a can, avoiding his gaze. Inside, my mind replayed the kiss in slow motion. The faint stubble on his jaw scraping mine, the warmth of his breath tasting like mint gum and possibility. I was gay, out since high school, no regrets. But Jordan? He dated women, bragged about bar hookups, called me bro, like it was gospel. This was business, nothing more. He cracked open the soda, foam spilling over his knuckles. Hey, I was committed to the role. Gotta sell it, right? His tone was light, but he wiped his hand on his jeans a little too deliberately, like he was erasing evidence. We clinked cans, the tinny sound echoing in the tiny space, and dove into our usual routine. Him scrolling through fantasy football updates, me doodling logos for a freelance client. But the silence felt heavier now, laced with unspoken what-ifs. What if Mrs. Hargrove wanted proof? What if we had to hold hands at the next building potluck? What if I fell for the lie? By evening, the awkwardness had morphed into something almost fun. Jordan suggested we practice for authenticity, grabbing burgers at the corner diner and linking arms as we walked back, laughing when a group of tourists mistook us for a real couple. Look at you two lovebirds, one woman cooed, snapping a photo. Jordan played along, draping an arm over my shoulders, his thumb absent-mindedly tracing my collarbone. My stomach flipped, but I chalked it up to the adrenaline of the con. Back home, we crashed in front of the TV, binging episodes of some dumb cop show, our knees bumping on the couch. It was normal. It had to be. The first crack appeared a week later, during our fake date debut at the neighborhood coffee shop. We'd agreed on a public outing to solidify the ruse. Mrs. Hargrove had a habit of checking in on her tenants. I was midway through a latte, sketching on my tablet, when Jordan's buddy from PT school, Mike, wandered in. Mike was all bro energy, backward cap, gym bro tank top, the kind of guy who high-fived instead of hugged. Jordan, what's up, man? Mike clapped him on the back, then clocked me with a raised brow. Who's the arm candy? Jordan straightened, slipping seamlessly into character. This is Alex, my boyfriend. We've been together 6 months now. He said it so casually, like we'd planned the anniversary, and slung an arm around my waist. The casual possessiveness made my cheeks burn, not from embarrassment, but from the electric thrill of his touch against my side. Mike chuckled, shaking my hand with a grip like a vice. Nice dude. Jordan's been dodging commitment like it's the flu. What did you do? Slip something in his protein shake? We all laughed, but under the table, Jordan's fingers tightened on my hip, a silent anchor. As Mike rambled about an upcoming pickup game, I caught Jordan stealing glances at me, his expression unreadable. Was it the act? Or something more? That night, as rain pattered against our fire escape, Jordan lingered in the living room after I'd headed to my room. "Hey, Alex." His voice was soft through the thin wall. "Thanks for this. The rent thing. It's saving my ass. And you're cool about it. Most guys would bail." I sat up in bed, heart thudding. "No sweat. We're in this together." A pause, then, "Night, Jordan. Night." But sleep didn't come easy. In the dark, I traced the ceiling cracks with my eyes, dissecting every brush of his hand, every lingering look. Fake it till you make it, right? Except I was starting to wonder if making it meant something neither of us was ready for. The real trouble brewed 2 weeks in, when my best friend Lila dragged me to a gallery opening in Soho. Lila was a force, fiery redhead, queer as a $3 bill, with a laugh that could disarm a room. She'd been my rock since I landed in the city, hosting brunches where we'd vent about bad dates and worse bosses. "So, spill," she demanded over flutes of cheap Prosecco, eyeing my boyfriend glow up. I'd confessed the fake dating scheme over text, sworn her to secrecy. "How's domestic bliss with Mr. Straight and Narrow?" I shrugged, sipping my drink to hide the flush. "It's fine. He's committed to the bit." Committed. The word hung heavy, echoing Jordan's coffee shop line. That's when Ethan appeared. Tall, with artistically messy curls and wire-rimmed glasses, he was the kind of guy who made vulnerability look effortless. We'd crossed paths at design meetups before, flirty banter, shared cig breaks, but nothing serious. Tonight, he zeroed in, all easy charm. "Alex, right? Love the sketches you posted last month. That Urban Decay series? Killer." We talked for an hour, the crowd blurring around us. Ethan leaned in close, his cologne subtle and woodsy, asking about my inspirations, my Ohio roots, the ache of chasing dreams in a city that chewed you up. It felt real, effortless, the way conversations should with someone who saw you. When he slipped me his number on a torn sketchbook page, scribbling coffee. Soon, with a winky face, my chest warmed with possibility. I texted Jordan on the subway home. Gallery was lit. Met a cute guy. Drama-free vibes. His reply buzzed almost instantly. "Cute how? Like date cute?" I smirked, typing back. "Maybe. Jealous, fake BF?" 3 dots danced. Then, "Nah, just making sure it doesn't blow our cover. Mrs. H is nosy." Relief mixed with disappointment. Of course. Cover. I pocketed my phone. The subway rattling toward Brooklyn, Ethan's number burning a hole in my jeans. Jordan was waiting when I got home, sprawled on the couch in sweats, a half-eaten pizza box open like an offering. "How was it?" He sat up, patting the cushion beside him. "No big deal, just roommates shooting the shit." "Good. Networking, you know." I grabbed a slice, avoiding his eyes. The cheese stretched like the tension between us. He nodded, too casual. "This Ethan guy sounds solid. Better than my last blind date." She talked about her cat the whole time. A laugh, but it didn't reach his eyes. We ate in silence, the TV droning some sports recap. Halfway through, his knee pressed against mine, solid and warm. He didn't move it. By midnight, I was sketching in bed, Ethan's note taped to my nightstand like a talisman. A buzz. "Jordan," from the next room. "You deserve drama-free. Night." I stared at the screen, thumb hovering. What did that mean? Friendship? Or the first fracture in his straight guy armor? Little did I know, it was both, and it was about to pull us under. The next morning dawned with the kind of crisp autumn bite that made New York feel alive, leaves crunching underfoot as I hustled to my temp gig at a midtown ad agency. Jordan had already left for his early shift at the clinic, leaving a sticky note on the fridge. "Coffee run? Black, 2 sugars." It was a small thing, but it stuck with me through the fluorescent-lit drudgery of data entry, a reminder that our lives were intertwined now, fake romance or not. At lunch, I caved and texted Ethan. "Coffee sounds perfect." Thursday? His reply was a string of fire emojis and a time. Excitement bubbled up, real and unscripted, the kind I'd missed amid the roommate charade. But as I pocketed my phone, a twinge of guilt nipped at me. Was I cheating on a lie? Jordan and I hadn't set boundaries beyond act coupled in public. Still, the thought of him finding out twisted something in my gut. That evening, I beat Jordan home and fired up the stove for pasta, our unspoken midweek ritual. He burst through the door at 7, gym bag slung over his shoulder, smelling of sweat and eucalyptus body wash. "Smells amazing," he said, dropping a kiss on my cheek out of habit. Wait, habit? It was the first unscripted one since the landlord kiss, light as air but landing like a spark. We ate cross-legged on the floor, plates balanced on our knees, trading stories from the day. His, a patient who'd confessed to faking a sprain for attention. Mine, the agency's latest pitch, a soda campaign that screamed corporate soullessness. Laughter flowed easy, the kind that bridged silences without effort. But when I mentioned the coffee date, testing the waters, Jordan's fork paused mid-twirl. "Thursday, huh?" He speared a meatball with more force than necessary. "Cool. I'll be at pickup ball anyway." The nonchalance was too polished. I probed gently. "You sure? I mean, if it messes with our schedule." "Nope." He flashed a grin, but his eyes flicked to his plate. "Go have fun. Live a little." I let it drop, but the air thickened. After dinner, he vanished into his room for a nap, emerging hours later for a beer and small talk that felt rehearsed. By bedtime, I lay awake, replaying the cheek kiss, the fork stab. Was he pulling back? Or pushing me towards something real outside our bubble? Thursday arrived with a drizzle that turned sidewalks to mirrors, reflecting the neon buzz of the city. Ethan waited at a cozy spot in the village, all smiles and a table by the window. He was even better in daylight, sharp wit wrapped in quiet confidence, sharing tales of his mural projects in abandoned warehouses. We talked dreams, his of exhibiting in Chelsea, mine of launching a freelance brand that captured the raw pulse of urban life. His hand brushed mine over lattes, accidental but electric, and for the first time in weeks, I forgot the fake. "You light up when you talk art," he said, leaning in. "It's sexy." He crept up my neck. "Flattery gets you a second date. Count on it." Walking out, umbrella shared against the rain, he pulled me into a hug that lingered. Soft, promising. I texted Jordan from the train. "Coffee was great. Ethan's cool." His response, "Glad. Pics, or it didn't happen." A winky emoji, but it landed flat. Home was quiet. Jordan out late from ball. I sketched Ethan's profile from memory, curls wild, eyes kind. It felt like progress, a step out of the pretend. But when Jordan stumbled in at 11, laughing with Mike on speakerphone about a buzzer beater, the sound grated. He ended the call, grabbed a water from the fridge, then hovered in my doorway. "Rough game?" I asked, closing my sketchpad. "Yeah." Twisted my ankle a bit. He winced, propping against the frame. Shirt clung to his damp skin, outlining the ridges of muscle from years of drills. "How was the date?" "Spill." I shrugged, playing it cool. "Nice. He's an artist." "We vibed." Jordan nodded slowly, rubbing his neck. "Vibed. Right. A beat. Does he know about us? The fake thing?" "Nah. Why would he?" "Just curious." He shifted, gaze dropping to my sketches. "Those are good. That one's him." I followed his eyes to Ethan's face on the page. "Yeah. Captures him, I think. Looks like a tool." The word slipped out, casual but edged. He backpedaled instantly. "Kidding. He seems fine. Night, man." He retreated, door clicking shut. I stared at the drawing, pencil marks blurring under my thumb. Tool? What the hell? The weekend brought the building's fall potluck, a mandatory mingle in the communal basement, strung with fairy lights and folding tables groaning under casseroles. Mrs. Hargrove presided like a queen, her floral dress a beacon amid the eclectic tenants, the yoga instructor couple, the single mom with twins, us. Jordan and I arrived arm in arm, me in a button-down that hugged my frame, him in chinos that made his legs look endless. We fetched plates together, his hand on the small of my back guiding me through the crowd. It was theater, but the touches felt memorized, natural. "Such a lovely pair," an elderly neighbor cooed, pinching Jordan's cheek. "How'd you two meet?" "Craigslist," Jordan quipped, winking at me. "Fate, right, babe?" I nearly choked on my punch. "Babe." The word hung sweet, pulling a chorus of us. Under the table, his knee nudged mine. Reassurance or reflex? Halfway through, Ethan texted, Missed you at the follow-up gallery alert. Rain check? My thumb hovered, reply forming, when Jordan's voice cut in low. Everything good? Yeah, friend. I pocketed the phone, but his jaw tightened imperceptibly. The real spark flew later, during charades. Teamed up, Jordan and I crushed it. Him miming a basketball slam that had me doubled over, guessing Michael Jordan, wrong on purpose for laughs. The room erupted, but as we high-fived, his palm lingered on mine, thumb stroking the back in a way that screamed intimacy. My laugh died, pulse hammering. Across the circle, Mike watched with a smirk, but Jordan didn't notice. Or pretended not to. Post-potluck cleanup, Mrs. Hargrove cornered us. You boys are a delight. Keep it up, discounts locked for the year. She patted our joined hands. Joined? When had that happened? Outside, cool air hit like a slap. Jordan exhaled, arms still around me. We make a good team. Yeah, I murmured, the word thick. We do. He walked me to our door. No, our door, his fingers interlacing with mine for the last 10 steps. At the threshold, he let go, but not before squeezing. Proud of us. Us. The syllable echoed as I undressed for bed, Ethan's text unanswered. In the mirror, my reflection looked flushed, confused. Friendship? Facade? Or the terrifying thrill of something blurring the lines? Sunday brunch with Lila brought clarity, or chaos. Her tiny Williamsburg apartment overflowed with plants and queer-lit paperbacks, sunlight streaming through mismatched windows. Over avocado toast, I unloaded. The potluck, the hand-holding, Jordan's weird jab at Ethan. She arched a brow, fork poised. Girl, he's jealous. Classic straight boy repression. No way. I waved it off, but my voice wavered. He's just protective. Roommate solidarity. Lila snorted. Protective like a boyfriend staking claim? Honey, that ankle twist? Subconscious self-sabotage. I've seen it in every bi-curious bro flick. He's not, but the denial stuck. Jordan had always been the ally, hyping my coming-out story, shutting down a homophobic patient rant at work. But lately, the touches, the looks, it fit too neatly. Text him back, she urged. See Ethan. Force the issue. If Jordan's cool, great. If not, you'll know. I did, later that day. Rain check tomorrow? Ethan's yes came swift, laced with enthusiasm. Jordan found out over dinner, me chopping veggies, him scrolling his phone at the counter. Seeing the artist tomorrow? I nodded, knife steady. Yeah, casual. Cool. He set his phone down, too deliberate. Want backup? Make it a double. I laughed sharp. With who? Your cat-obsessed ex. He flushed, rare for him. Touché. Just. Be safe. City's full of creeps. The concern landed paternal, but his eyes, stormy blue, betrayed more. That night, as thunder rumbled outside, I dreamed of hands. Ethan's soft, Jordan's firm, tangling in a knot I couldn't untie. Monday's coffee with Ethan was a balm. Light, flirty, no stakes. We wandered Washington Square after, feeding pigeons, debating street art ethics. His arm brushed mine, intentional now, and I leaned into it, testing freedom. But midway through a laugh, my phone buzzed. Jordan, how's the date? All good. I typed quick, fine. Park now. Sent a selfie, me grinning with Ethan blurred in back. The reply, looks fun. That guy's hand on your shoulder? Bold. My stomach dropped. Zoomed in. From Brooklyn? I pocketed it, smile faltering. Ethan noticed. Everything okay? Yeah. Roommate check-in. But the warmth soured, Jordan's words a shadow. By home time, the drizzle had returned. Jordan was in the kitchen, stirring sauce with military precision. Hey, he said neutral. How was it? Great. I hung my jacket, Ethan's faint cologne clinging. Park stroll. Easy. He nodded, tasting the spoon. Hand on shoulder guy seems handsy. I froze. You saw the pic. Yep. No apology. Just saying. You barely know him. Irritation flared. And you know me? This isn't your call, Jordan. His spoon clattered down. I'm your roommate. Your fake boyfriend. If it risks the rent. Bullshit. The word exploded, raw. This is about control. Or jealousy. Silence stretched, thick as the steam rising. His face crumpled, vulnerable, cracked open. Maybe, he whispered. Shit, Alex. I don't know. The admission hung, electric. I stepped closer, heart pounding. Then what do you want? He met my eyes, turmoil swirling. You. Us. Real. The world tilted. Fake to real in a breath. But before I could respond, his phone rang. Mike, oblivious. Jordan answered, voice steadying, but the moment shattered. We ate in silence, the sauce too salty. Bed called, but sleep fled. Real. The word looped, promise and peril. What now? Tuesday blurred into a haze of avoidance. Jordan left before dawn for a double shift, his bed made with corners tucked like a barracks. I lingered over coffee, replaying the kitchen standoff. His whisper, the ring's interruption. Real. It echoed in my sketches that day at the agency. Lines jagged, figures entwined, but faceless. Was this a confession or a panic? Straight guys didn't drop bombs like that without fallout. Lila's group chat lit up at noon. Spill the tea, king. Did tall blonde crack? I typed a vague update. Her response a flurry of eggplant emojis and warnings. Proceed with caution. Repressed feelings equals emotional landmines. Ethan texted too. Last night was magic. Dinner Friday? Innocent, hopeful. Guilt nod. Dating while my fake world imploded. I agreed, needing normalcy. Home was empty till 9. Jordan dragged in. Exhaustion etched in shadows under his eyes. Long day. He muttered, bypassing the couch for a beer. No eye contact. I set down my tablet. We should talk. He sank into a chair, cracking the can. About last night? Yeah. A swig, then, I panicked. Blurted shit. Forget it. Forget. My voice rose sharp. You said you want real. That's not forgettable. He rubbed his temples. I'm straight, Alex. Or I thought I was. This, us pretending, it's messing with my head. The touches, the looks. I like it. Too much. The vulnerability hit like a gut punch. I knelt beside him, hand on his knee. Then don't fight it. Explore. With me if you want. His eyes searched mine raw. What if I screw it up? Hurt you? You won't. Lie or hope. Tom would tell. We talked till midnight. Halting confessions over empty cans. His Marine days. Buddies ribbing don't ask, don't tell vibes. Him wondering in foxholes about feelings he buried. My Ohio scars. High school whispers. Family silences that lingered. By end, his hand covered mine. Thumb tracing knuckles. No kiss, but the air hummed. Wednesday brought fragile normalcy. Shared breakfast. Eggs scrambled, banter light. At work, I floated, designing with fresh fire. But doubt crept. Was this by awakening or situational crush? Jordan texted mid-afternoon. Lunch tomorrow? Our spot. The diner. Neutral ground. That night, Ethan called. Friday still on. His voice warm, expectant. Yeah, I said, throat tight. Can't wait. Hanging up, guilt surged. Honesty clawed. Tell him about Jordan? But what were we? Not official. Not yet. Thursday lunch was electric. Diner buzzed with locals, but our booth felt sealed. Jordan slid in opposite, knee bumping mine under Formica. Missed this, he said, menu forgotten. Me too. Orders placed. Toast for him, salad for me. We dove deeper. Fears unpacked. His, of losing the bro code with friends. Mine, of another heartbreak like my ex, who bailed when labels got real. You're brave, he said, hand reaching across. Fingers laced, public, but ours. Coming out young. I admire that. Heat bloomed. You're brave now. A squeeze. Trying. Post-lunch, walking back, his arm around my waist. Real this time. At the stoop, he paused. Dinner tonight? Real date. No fake. Heart soared. Yes. I texted Ethan. Gotta cancel Friday. Complicated. Rain check? His reply stung. Everything okay? Talk soon. Guilt, but clarity edged in. Jordan prepped that night. Steaks on the fire escape grill, city lights twinkling below. Candles flickered on our wobbly table. Wine poured with steady hands. Conversation flowed. Dreams deferred. Like his coaching kids someday, my gallery solo show. Laughter healed cracks. Dessert, store-bought cheesecake, led to the lean-in. His lips met mine soft, tentative. No performance, just us. Fireworks behind lids, his hand cupping my jaw. Pull back, foreheads touching. That real enough? More than. Whispered. We didn't rush. Couch cuddles, movie ignored. His head on my shoulder, breath sinking. Sleep came tangled, boundaries blurred. Friday dawned with promise. Jordan's shift started late. We lingered in bed, talks turning playful. But at noon, my phone rang. Lila. Emergency brunch. Now. Her apartment reeked of urgency. Ethan's spiraling, she said, thrusting tea at me. He called me last night, drunk texted half the group. Thinks you ghosted for some toxic ex. Shit. It's not. Jordan and I, it's new. Real now. Her eyes widened. The straight one? Oh, honey. We schemed. I'd call Ethan, explain sans details. But as I dialed, Jordan texted, PT mixer tonight. Come, meet the crew. Conflict brewed. I gotta handle this first, I told Lila. Call connected, Ethan's voice wrecked. Alex? What happened? Honesty tumbled. The fake setup, the shift to real with Jordan. Silence, then damn. That's layered. You deserve happiness, man. Relief. Friends. Always. A pause. But if it crashes, I'm here. Hanging up, lighter. The mixer loomed, Jordan's world, uncharted. His crew filled a dive bar in Park Slope. Mike and 3 others, all ex-athletes turned civilians. Beers flowed, stories boomed. Jordan introduced me. Alex, my boyfriend. No fake. Pride swelled. Mike clapped my back. The one from coffee? Upgrade, Jord. Laughter, but Jordan's arm tightened around me. Toasts to the happy couple. Cheers genuine. Midway, Mike pulled Jordan aside. Whispers, glances my way. Tension flickered. Later, in the bathroom line, Mike cornered me. Look, Alex. Jord's my boy. He's figuring shit out. Don't play him. Defensive. Not playing. Real. He nodded, skeptical. Hope so. Back at the bar, Jordan's mood shifted, quiet, withdrawn. You good? I asked, hand on his thigh. Yeah, just. Mike stuff. Vague. Home ride was silent, cab thick with unsaid. In our apartment, he paced. He thinks you're rebounding. From the fake thing. And you? He stopped, eyes fierce. I think you're it. But scared I'll drag you down. No. I pulled him close, kiss deepening. Assurance in every press. But seeds of doubt sprouted. Saturday, Jordan bailed on our planned hike, ankle acting up, leaving me to sketch alone in the park. Text sparse, resting. Miss you. Lila's warning echoed. Landmine. Sunday, family call from mom, Ohio drawl probing. Seeing anyone special? Half-truth. Roommate turned more. Her pause. Be careful, sweetie. Hearts break easy. Prophetic. That afternoon, Jordan's ex, Sarah, showed at our door, blonde, bubbly, just checking in. Hugs lingered, her laugh filling our space. Missed this place, she said, eyeing our photos. Fake date snaps included. Jordan tensed. What are you doing here? Drive by. Heard you're coupled up. Wink at me. Lucky guy. Awkward chat, but her hand on his arm sparked ice in my veins. Post-departure, Jordan apologized, ancient history. But the seed grew. Monday, Ethan invited me to a pop-up exhibit, as friends. I went needing air. Vibrant chaos, strokes bold. Ethan steady, no pressure. Jordan's text mid-show, where you at? Then, with him? Paranoia? I replied, exhibit. Solo-ish. Home late. He waited, arms crossed. Solo-ish. Met Ethan there. Coincidence. Eyes narrowed. Coincidences pile up. Fight ignited, accusations flying. You're smothering. You're hiding. Words cut deep. His fear of losing me to real gay, mine of his straight relapse. Door slammed, he stormed out. Hours alone, tears hot. Text from Lila, breathe. Talk tomorrow. Midnight knock. Jordan, rain-soaked. I'm sorry. Terrified. Love you. The question hung. Raw? Yes. Re-entry slow. Hugs, whispers. But fractures lingered, waiting. The reconciliation felt like walking a tightrope over abyss. Every step deliberate. Every glance a balance of hope and hurt. Tuesday morning, Jordan brewed coffee strong. 2 mugs steaming on the counter like peace offerings. No more blow-ups, he vowed, voice gravelly from lack of sleep. Therapy? For me. Us. I nodded, stirring sugar. Together. The words sealed it, a pact. He worked afternoons, I tempied mornings. Texts pinged hourly. Thinking of you. Miss your laugh. Small anchors in the storm. Lila hosted a debrief over wine that night. Her, me, Jordan squeezed on her thrift store love seat. Awkward at first, her grilling him on timelines. When do you know? Him flushing crimson. But laughs broke through, stories shared. You're good for him, she told Jordan later, hugging tight. Don't fuck it. His reply, won't. By week's end, rhythm returned. Dinners cooked tandem, walks hand in hand through Prospect Park, leaves turning gold underfoot. Intimacy built slow, forehead kisses at doorways, movie nights with legs entwined. No rush to labels beyond us, but the depth scared and thrilled. Thanksgiving loomed, a familial gauntlet. My Ohio clan, mom's passive probes, dad's gruff silences, sister Mia's ally cheers. Jordan's Texas roots, conservative folks, church Sundays, a brother who'd once slurred fairy in jest. Skip it, I suggested over pie at a diner. He shook head. Face it, together. Travel south first, his flight, cramped and tense. Airport pickup, his mom, Evelyn, all southern drawl and perfumed hugs. Jordan's beau, charmed, but eyes appraised, sharp. Dinner at their ranch-style home. Brisket, beans, Bible verses pre-meal. Conversation skirted edges. His dad, Hank, asking my line of work with a squint. Graphic design, I said, fork steady. Jordan's hand found mine under table, squeeze firm. Nods, then, good for you. City's tough on folks like y'all. The pause loaded. Evelyn chimed, love's love, Hank. But tension simmered. Nights in guest room. Jordan's whispers in dark. Proud you're here. Love-making tentative. First real, clothes shed slow, bodies mapping new. His touch is reverent, breaths mingling. After, curled close. This is home. But morning brought brother Travis. Burly, beer gut, smirk perpetual. Heard you're the city slicker, turning my bro queer. Jordan bristled. Knock it off. Travis laughed. Joking man. But seriously, ain't natural. Air iced. I excused to porch, stars pinpricks overhead. Jordan followed. Ignore him. He's ignorant. Hurts anyway. Admission small, but true. Flight north, my turn. Ohio landing soft snow-dusted. Mom's embrace warm, kitchen pies baking cinnamon scent. Dad grunted hello. Mia squealed, dragging Jordan for interrogation. Dinner, turkey golden, stories swapped. Mom's eyes soft on us. Happy for you, Alex. He seems solid. Dad cleared throat. Long as he treats you right. Jordan charmed, helping carve, praising Mia's twins. But post-meal, alone with Dad in den, sports on TV. Son, he started, remote clicking mute. This, lifestyle. Sure it's you. Old wound reopened. It's me, Dad. Always was. Nod, reluctant. Just want you safe. Back in Brooklyn, post-holiday glow faded fast. January chill seeped walls. Rent due. Mrs. Hargrove's discount a lifeline. But whispers started. Neighbors gossiping our sudden couple status. Mike's barbs at Jordan's work, gone soft. One night, post-shift, Jordan slumped home, face ashen. Travis called. Told the family. Dad's praying for me. My arms wrapped him. We'll weather it. But cracks widened. Freelance dried. I tempied endless. Jordan's hours cut. Clinic budget woes. Arguments sparked over bills. We can't afford this. Then what? Fake again. No. Deeper. His doubts resurfacing. What if I'm not enough? For your world. Your world too. But seeds of prejudice, his brother's echo, festered. February brought Ethan back. Innocent invite to a queer art crawl in Chelsea. As friends, he insisted. Jordan encouraged, go. Network. I did, gallery lights pulsing. Ethan steady, but chemistry lingered. His laugh, easy empathy. A shared smoke outside. Happier with him? Yeah. Messy, but yes. He smiled sad. Good. Deserve it. Home. Buzzed on wine. I confessed to Jordan, saw Ethan. Fun, platonic. His hug tightened. Trust you. But I shadowed. Spring thaw mirrored thaw in us. Picnics, bike rides along the Hudson. Pride planning. Rainbow flags on our stoop. Lila's float crew. Jordan dove in, volunteering shifts, his marine discipline shining. But May exploded. Mike's bachelor party, strip club detour, Jordan cornered by dancers. Text from him. Stuck. Pick me up? I did. Midnight drive, him silent in passenger seat. Home, confession. They flirted. Felt wrong. By panic. Teasing, but gentle. Worse. Realized I don't want that. Want you. Kiss fierce, reclamation. But trust frayed. June heat wave amplified tempers. Rent hike threat. Mrs. Hargrove selling? Panic. Side gig for me. Ethan's mural assist. Paid but intimate. Jordan knew. Supported. Team. Yet, late nights painting. Ethan's proximity stirred old sparks. Accidental brushes. Deep talks. One evening, tipsy on rooftop beers. Ever wonder what if? Ethan asked. With us? Nah. Jordan's it. Nod, but linger in goodbye hug. Jordan waited up. Late. Wrapped a wall. Exhausted. Smell of paint. And Ethan's cologne? Nose wrinkled. With him? Yes. Friend. Doubt flared. Friends don't hug like that. Accusation stung. Jealous again. Protective. Echo of old fight. Yelling escalated. You flirt with Sarah? She visited once. Slams, tears. He slept couch. I bed alone. Morning, note. Need space. Walk. Park bench, coffee's cold. We're toxic, he said, voice break. No. Scared. His hand took mine. Therapy helped. But family, Travis emailed, disowned threat. Pain shared. Mine too, remember? Nods. Fight together? Yes. Rebuild slow, couple sessions with a queer therapist, Dr. Reyes, her office plants soothing. Unpack. His internalized shame, my abandonment fears. Progress. Date nights intentional, no phones. July 4th. Rooftop barbecue with Lila's crew. Fireworks burst. Jordan's arm around me, chin on shoulder. Love this. Us. Me too. But August storm brewed. Mike's wedding, Jordan best man. Rehearsal dinner. Travis there, family reunion. Booze loosened tongues, slurs slipped. Jordan defended, fist clenched. After, bar alone, him venting. Hate this side. But it's mine. I held him. We'll outrun it. September gig for me. Big design contract, Ethan's referral. Gratitude dinner. 3 of us, awkward but civil. Jordan charmed, but under table grip, white-knuckled. Post, he's into you. Past tense. Doubt. Swear. Swear. October chill returned prejudices. Mrs. Hargrove's sale finalized. New owner. No discounts. Rent doubled. Panic. Job hunt frantic. Jordan's promotion denied. We're sinking, he said, head in hands. Idea sparked move, but city pull strong. November gray. Lila's birthday bash, drag show shots. Jordan danced, loose, first time. Joy pure. But December loomed, anniversary of fake kiss. Celebrate real, he proposed. Plans, weekend getaway, Catskills cabin. Pre-trip, Travis call. Come home, bro. This phase'll pass. Jordan hung up, shattered. Am I wrong? No. You're you. Enough. Cabin escape. Snow blanketing woods, fire crackling. Hike's handhold, stews simmered. Night 1, lovemaking deep, souls bared. Morning 2, confession. Scared I'll lose you. To easier. Nothing easier. You're home. Return invigorated. But city hit hard, eviction notice. Pay or pack. Desperation, couch surf Lila, job scramble. Climax brewed. New Year's Eve party, Lila's. Crowd vibrant, resolutions toasted. Ethan there, solo kind. Dance floor, Jordan and I sway close. But he spots Ethan chatting me earlier, innocent. Paranoia peaks. Cornered, flirting. No. Yell cuts through music. Liar. Fist fight nearly, Mike pulls him off. Chill, man. I flee to alley, snow falling soft. Lila follows. Breathe. Jordan emerges, bloodied lip. Sorry. Lost it. Why? Fear. Everything. Rent. Family. You slipping. Tears mix snow. Not slipping. Committed. Kiss and flurry raw. Me too. Resolution dawns. Sublet found. Cheaper queen's spot. Job stabilize. My contract extends. His clinic expands. Spring 2026. Pride March. Hands linked. Families inch forward. His parents visit. Awkward but trying. Mine host dinner. Dad toasts to love. Us. Stronger, scarred but whole. Fake to real. Jealousy forged steel. Epilogue whisper, rooftop, city lights. Best scam ever, Jordan murmurs. I laugh. Best truth. After the New Year's blow-up, the weeks dragged like wet concrete. January's bite sharpened every edge, bills piled on the kitchen table like accusations, eviction looming like a guillotine. Jordan threw himself into extra shifts, coming home smelling of Benghazi and defeat, collapsing on the couch without a word. I'd sketch beside him, silent solidarity, but the space between us yawned wider than our tiny living room. One night, after a particularly brutal double, he broke. I can't fix this, Alex. The rent, the family bullshit, it's all crashing. His voice cracked, head in hands. I knelt, arms around him, but he pulled away. What if I'm the problem? Dragging you into my mess. You're not. But doubt mirrored his. Nights alone, I'd scroll Ethan's feed, his murals bold, life uncomplicated. Temptation whispered, easier paths. Therapy became lifeline. Dr. Reyes's sessions twice weekly, her calm dissecting our triggers. Jordan's abandonment from Dad's stoic silence, Marine's man up mantra. Mine, Ohio isolation, ex's ghosting. Vulnerability is strength, she coached. Homework, daily gratitude shared. Slowly thaw. Mornings, coffee toasts, grateful for your terrible puns. Evenings, walks, no destination, just breath synced. But external storms raged. Travis's emails escalated, Bible quotes, pray the gay away links. Jordan deleted, but poison seeped. What if he's right? Late night murmur. Then he's wrong. Firm, but seed sprouted. February 14th, intentional romance. Jordan's gift, a leather-bound sketchbook, pages thick. For your empire. Mine, custom PT journal, affirmations etched. Dinner at our diner, booth hours. Kiss over pie, sweet, sure. But March brought Mike's fallout. Wedding aftermath. He'd cornered Jordan. You're embarrassing us, man. Straighten up. Jordan quit the crew league, isolation deepening. I pushed. Your people, too. They're not. Bitter. Lila's intervention. Game night. Her apartment chaos. Board games. Queer trivia. Jordan won charades. Laugh booming. Belonging flickered. April bloom. My contract renewed. Freelance blooming. Jordan's raise. Clinic valued his empathy edge. Rent scraped. Sublet hunt yielded Queen's 2-bed. View of skyline. Move weekend. Boxes taped. Sweat slick. Lila's truck. Ethan's surprise help. Friends stick. Jordan thanked. Grip tight, but genuine. New place. Fresh paint. Space to breathe. Unpack party. Toasts to Chapter 2. May Pride prep reignited fire. Jordan's float idea. Fake it till you make it. Banner. Our story winking. March day. Rainbows everywhere. His hand in mine. Travis's text ignored. Pity you. Post-March high. Rooftop. Beers clinking. We did it, he said. You did. June heat tested. Cabinets bare, but garden plot started. Tomatoes, basil. Nurture mirrored us. July 4th sequel. Our barbecue. Families mingled tentative. Evelyn's pie. Dad's grill tips. Awkward laughs, but bridges built. August. Ethan's exhibit opening. We went together. Jordan admiring, no shadow. Talented guy, he conceded post-show. Past tense for me. Nod. Trust. September equinox. 1-year fakeversary. Cabin return, snowless but starry. Lovemaking evolved. Knowing, deep. Forever. Whisper. Try. October harvest. Tomatoes sauced. Family dinner. Travis no-show, but peace. November chill. Dr. Reyes graduation. Tools in pocket. December lights. Tree trimmed. Ornaments our memories. New Year's quiet. Couch. Countdown kiss. Growth. His coaching gig started. Kids diverse. My solo show booked. Real rooted. Winter deepened, but our roots held. January 2026. Queens settled. Routines rooted. Jordan's coaching thrived. Team mixed. His patience shining. One kid asked if I'm gay. He shared over dinner. Told him love's colorblind. Pride swelled. My show prep. Pieces inspired by us. Sketches of hands linked. Cityscapes blurred with hearts. February. Travis's olive branch. Call, apologetic. Seeing your strength. Trying. Jordan's reply. Join or not. I'm me. Bridge half built. Spring. Exhibit night. Gallery packed. Lights soft. Jordan in suit. Beaming. Masterpiece. Ethan's congrats genuine. Lila's tears proud. Summer solstice. Road trip. Ohio-Texas loop. Families hosted. Conversations deeper. Acceptances tentative but real. Fall. Rent stable. Lives balanced. 1 year real. Catskills again. Fire wine. Marry me. Not ring, but words. Yes. Epilogue. 2 years on. Rings simple. Vows. From fake to fate. City pulses. We dance.